Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Today, I kind of want to do something kind of new and talk about cameras, specifically film cameras and old cameras that I've been given from friends and family, and I kind of want to go through them and see which ones work and see if I could fix them. And I wanted to start with this camera, this awesome camera. Canon, I don't know how to say it properly. I want to say Epoca. So Canon, I'm going to look up when it was made. I should have done maybe a bit more research. But they made it like a VHS camera. Like an old school home video camera, and I was so fascinated by it. And my friends gave me this camera to see if it worked, and I really wanted to know if it worked, and I really hoped it did work, because if it did work, this is a really fun, different kind of camera to shoot on. And it's got a very nice zoom, and just listen to that. It's like doing home videos on 35mm film, still home videos, and yeah, and I chose to shoot this over Christmas, and because it kind of felt like the right environment to test it out. It was, friends and family. It had that home video setting, because I got like loads of old home video footage of me opening presents at Christmas, and it just felt like the right time to use it. And yeah, glad to say it does work. I am so happy it did work. I did have a little bit of a fright when I loaded the film in. It was like 2 months ago now, so I'm struggling to remember it. But I remember putting in the film and the counter not going up. I could take shots and I saw it moving, but the counter wasn't going up, which worried me, because I didn't know if that meant like the camera didn't realize that, if the camera didn't recognize that the photos were being taken, is it taking the photos? And I didn't know what was going to happen at the end of the day until I got the film back from development. But after a couple tries of reloading it, I took it to work where I could load it up in a dark room and unload it and then reload it and have it sort of safely be done. Why I took it to work, because when I rewound the film from here, I knew I could take the film out, because it rewound all the way back in, which is a good feature for cameras to have, because having worked in a place where you can get film developed, the amount of times that people have come to me with like the tab of the film out, and I ask them, are you like certain that you shot this film? And the amount of times that it's come back fully blank and just an empty roll of film, and it's so disappointing. I knew I could. And it's reassuring when a camera rewinds it all the way back in and you can't get the film out. Only the people at the film development place can get it out. So yeah, I knew I could rewind it and take the film out and try again. And when I did do that and I put it back in, I think it took me like 2 times, it did start counting up, and that was very reassuring. I decided to randomly choose the film. I think this is what I want to do when I do these videos and test out these cameras. I basically have a little box of all the film that I have, and I just wanted to randomly pick the right one. So anyway, let me roll that now. Okay, welcome to my random box of films. So the idea is that I'm going to pick a film at random, and if it's like mostly what I would want to shoot, then I'll pick it. If I keep picking like 100 ISO, it's not going to work for this film, for what I want to shoot. So maybe I'll just get rid of the low ISO ones. But let's see what we pick first, and then we'll see what the result is. All right. Okay. There's also like expired film in here. See, it was not Electra 100. I thought, okay, if we pick 100 one, we'll move on to the next one because everything's going to be indoors. So there's just like no point. I do have a flash, but I just don't think there's any point. Okay. Fomapan 400. I think I'm happy with that pick. I think the thing is that Hope is also shooting a black and white over Christmas.
Yeah,
So
you should use colour, I think.
you think I should go with the colour?
Yeah, I think so. Because I do
Okay.
black and white on my camera, and then you can do colour on yours.
Alright, third time lucky.
Oh, is that what we're picking?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're picking a film to use.
I didn't realise what we were doing.
That was another Electra.
Okay, I'm with you now.
Another foam? No, it was another Fomapan 400. No, I think I have to do it. I think it's gonna be black and white Christmas.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's weird. Anyway, I guess I don't know. It's not.
It's gonna be classy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very classy.
The other thing is let's try and get the film into here first because the way this film camera loads in the film, where you load the film in, is a little bit weird. So let's see how that goes. Where is it? Okay, little red button to pull here. There we go. That's the way it comes in. The film has to go in this way, but you have to pull the film to go down here. And I looked at like one video of someone loading the film, and they were like literally like bending the film like this way. Like, I'm not really worried about this. Like I've never loaded film like this before. It's such a weird way of loading film. Okay. I think that's in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It hasn't made a noise. Okay, test photo.
I mean, that worked, right?
I think it worked. It sounded like it loaded.
It did.
But,
It
like-
made a little film sound.
How much? I think I need to open it to like know that it's in there though.
Yeah,
it's,
check,
It's
just
fine. I can. Okay. Alright, one more to burn. Because so there's like a
You
little.
take another test photo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another one because there's a little. I can see the end of like the where it sort of curves back around. So if that moves up, then I know I'll be good.
Take a little photo of us.
All right. Well. Okay.
That sounded good.
That sounded good. But it's gonna get burnt, so you won't see the photo. But... okay, we're in business.
Woo!
We're in business. So yeah, let's take some photos over Christmas. I'm really excited to use this over. It still says 0 on here though. Anyway, it's advancing, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm excited to take photos over Christmas because it's gonna be like taking like home videos, and it's got such a cool, VHS sort of vibe to it. And I think the only thing I'm worried about is that there's some marks on the lens, on the viewfinder. So I'm hoping that's not from the actual lens, because there's no way I would be able to open this thing up and clean it. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully this number starts counting up because it's a little bit worrying that it's not. But the film is advancing, you can see it. So okay, let's have some fun. Cool. Yeah, so I shot black and white film. Fomapan was Fomapan 400, I think. Anyway, I shot the black and white film, and I think the results came out amazing. And I'm really, really actually quite impressed with what this camera did. And I'll go through the photos with you guys, and I'll show you where it kind of went wrong and went right. But overall, I was actually really super impressed with this camera, and I'm glad to say to my friends that it works and I can give it to them, and they're really into like VHS stuff and like handheld cameras like this. So I think they'll have a really good time using this. And this is like an old family camera that they've had for probably like 20 years, and it hasn't been used for about probably like 10 years. So it's good to know that they can get good images out of this. So I think let's jump into it and have a look at the photos. Hello, just before we get into the photos, I just wanted to mention that I forgot to mention the camera does have two viewfinders. It has a waist viewfinder as well as a regular one that you hold up to your face. I didn't really use the waist viewfinder much at all because it's really small, and you would have to really bend down to get that, so I didn't really use it much. But it's good to know that it's there. And I forgot to say, this is a fairly decent point and shoot, and it's the biggest point and shoot that I've ever seen. But typical point and shoots, you can't really control the settings too well, and if you can, I don't know how. That thing doesn't really have any buttons to show how to do it. But yeah, with it is like probably aperture priority, and so it adjusts the shutter speed. And if you're in a dark situation and you're not using the flash, which I think I did, even though I was inside of my room at night, and so the shutter speed was too fast, and you need to bear that in mind. And you see that again in this one, is a bit blurry, but this one you got a really nice one. It's a lovely photo of Hope and Denzel, and you can see, like, I think I did a high resolution scan on this, but the sharpness of this lens is fairly decent, and I don't know, it just if I don't know, there's something I wasn't too sure about the black and white when I originally did it, but I'm quite happy with the black and white. It's quite wholesome. Oh, that must have been Christmas morning. Oh yeah, so this was the Christmas morning. This is Christmas Day here, and the tradition in my house is me and my brothers open up our stockings together. There's Denzel now. Let me deal with him. Hello. If you do hear noises, it's Denzel, but he's chilled out now. So yeah, we opened up the stockings in my room because I have the biggest room, and we opened them up together. You know, in the past it was at like 6 a.m. because we were too excited to like sleep. Joe got the flash was a bit bright there, but it was some lovely Christmas earrings. Harry got a yo-yo. This camera's pretty damn good, man. It's very sharp images, and there's a lovely Denzel and Joe. This is when we're downstairs about to do the main presents. Yeah, and this is the shutter speed playing up a little bit, having some difficulty in the low light with the lights on there. But it did really work. There was a really cool effect that it did, that it worked really well. It's my parents opening up some presents here. Oh, that's Hope and I got my mum a hamper this year. She was recovering from a knee surgery, so we bought her loads of nice things to have with the hamper. This is Harry opening up a lovely photo, something that he really. Oh, it's because I got him a Transformers comic, like a classic, vintage Transformers thing, and this is my present to Hope. She wanted this infrared hair thing. This is Harry's like hoodie that he got from Joe, that he just hasn't taken off since Christmas, but they're wearing less often now because it's basically spring now. This is Denzel and Georgie. The focus is having a little bit of trouble, which is, it's fine. I would like point and shoots find it hard to focus sometimes if the lighting's not like perfect. Now this is the one that I'm really annoyed that the focus wasn't right on it. I don't know if that was my fault. Maybe I didn't know how. I didn't hold down the thing to focus more. I kind of think I did let me do it with the camera. I think I did kind of sort of run ahead and then sort of swing back and be like, candid photo. So I'm gonna put that one on me. Anyway, it's still nice. We had a lovely little walk to the mini market, and Georgie and Denzel got a Christmas walk. Went to the mini market. I got my Christmas Day alcohol. It's a bit of a tradition for us to go to the corner shop on Christmas Day because it's open and buys a bunch of things because it's just open. It's nice thing to do. This is early in the day, but Joe says he looks so waved in this photo. But I think he's literally just drinking a lemonade at this point. But he's got, you can see his Merry Christmas things there, earrings there. But I love that photo. I think it's hilarious. And I was just taking photos of people arriving and the Christmas dinner set up. I found the experience of using this camera really fun because it did feel like, it felt like the right time, and it felt like taking photos of like in the home video style, and it really worked out well. And I was able I got through the whole roll in, I think I used pretty much all of it on Christmas Day. We'll see at the end if there's any Boxing Day ones, but I think I blew through the whole roll because it was just so easy to take photos, like candid photos, and capture the day. And this is a recreation. I'll try and find the photo. I don't know if I'll probably be able to find it. This is a little recreation of a photo that we took, I don't know, probably like 15 years ago or something, of me holding a turkey leg. And in my brain, I was so excited and I was so ready to go for it. But I think in the photo, I just have like this deadpan look and I don't look excited to eat it. But we had some massive turkey legs and I was like, I am going for it. And I devoured that thing. And I think there's an aftermath photo of the turkey leg that Hope took on her camera. So I'll try and show you that one as well. This one didn't work out too well. I think I was trying to get everyone cheersing. The framing's not amazing, but hey ho. This one is what I'm talking about the shutter speed, the automatic point and shoot nature, and the shutter speed working in a very almost artistic way. Joseph actually got this photo framed because he loved the sort of chaotic nature of it, and obviously I wasn't going for it, but it kind of captures this chaos of eating Christmas dinner, and you're grabbing loads of like different food and everyone's reaching over each other, and or like you can see my dad taking a seat, Joe's doing something in the back there, my uncle was like carving, cousins are carving there, granddad's digging in at the back, and I think it really like captures like a beautiful chaos of the moment. And it was totally unintentional, but I will take full credit for the photo. Yeah, the flash again, because I can't control. It's very automatic. I couldn't control the exposures at all, so the flash was a little bit too intense on this. It's still a really nice photo of my parents, but yeah, that's me. Flash is too bright again. Frank came over late in the day. This is us. I think we were watching Wallace and Gromit at this time. Is that the last photo? Yeah, see, yeah, that was the last photo. They blew through the whole roll on Christmas Day. It was so easy to take photos. So yeah, I kind of blew through that a bit quickly, not without any fuck ups, obviously. But that's what I did. I did the video. I filmed the video. One last thing I want to say about this camera is that it has this really cool feature where if the lens is out a bit and you're trying to close it, it does that. It's like, silly Billy, you didn't do it properly. I'll do a close up on that. Anyway, I don't have a rating system. The camera works, which I'm happy about, and it takes good photos, so that's a positive. It works. That's great. I think that's the end of the video.